Hey, so I wanted to talk to you about a health assessment that we have in exercise science. It is an energy intake and energy expenditure in sports performance. We're talking about energy balance. So what is this? So energy is measured in calories. The amount of energy needed to raise 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. The amount of energy in food varies on what the food contains because of each energy source, which are your protein, your fat, your carbohydrates, and alcohol, all have different amounts of calories. So per gram, your protein contains 4 calories, your fat contains 9, carbohydrates contains 4 as well, and alcohol contains 7. The calories supply the muscles with the energy to move and do different types of exercise. Fats and carbohydrates supply the body with glucose, which muscles use as fuel for movement. The amount of exercise we do depends on how many calories that are needed to be used. When the intensity of the exercise increases, this is when carbohydrates and fats are used as fuel for the working muscles. Energy input is the amount of energy that is taken through food and drink. Energy expenditure is the amount of energy that is used. This is also known as energy output. The amount of energy used is proportional to the intensity of the exercise. This needs to be placed during exercise or have enough to eat before exercise so the muscles don't fatigue. So how do we measure this expenditure and what we're doing? So there is a direct calometer, which is a chamber that we use that controls this. So this chamber, all 4 walls, ceiling, and floor are all insulated. Water is all the way around it. We can control the water in and control the water out. We're also controlling the oxygen in and the CO2 out. This is so that way our test subject in it is doing all the work and we have created all the variables are controlled. So this test, this is the gold standard for testing how much energy is expended and how those foods are being utilized. Advantages of this is the most definitive way to understand energy expenditure. Disadvantages, which are much more than the advantages, is it is super costly, it is very hard to locate, and majority of these are done for research facilities and not really accessible to the public. Things to look out for during the test are the individual that we're testing, how long is the trial, how much is their nutrition, meaning how on point is it within macros, is it not great, what is their physical abilities, and how much are they sweating during, because all of these variables can change how the outcome goes and nothing is standardized, it is variable to that person. So this is a very individualized test that can give a spectrum to the masses. And this is just one way to test. This is the most definitive. There are other ways to test, but this is gold standard. Indirect calometer, BMR, simple heart rate monitor, checking how out of breath that you are afterwards is very short term in understanding how much energy is being expanded. Over time, this does change, but this is the one that was talked about today. Thanks for watching.